good. How are you, man?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for asking. So,
Oh man,
Paulo, thanks
that's
so
awesome.
much for participating in my class.
I'm going to New Zealand next month. You know.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask you, like about the flag, like behind you. I said, oh, you like New
Yes.
Zealand? I thought that because I did some students who live abroad, and some of them are like in Italy, in Portugal, some of them are in England. And I said, I would ask you if you lived in New Zealand. Yeah, so okay, so you're gonna go to New Zealand, and like, is it like an exchange program? Like, how did you get to do this?
Oh, it's an exchange program. I talked with the agents. The agents
Is it
is famous too, but I have the study study work visa,
all right?
so I can
That
study
works.
there and work for 20 hours per week.
All right.
And that's it basically. I will study in a school there. I will work. I don't know what I will do because I don't have a work, but there it will be easy to
Yeah,
find
you
some
you
work.
you will figure something out there.
Yes, anything. I just doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and but are you nervous? Like, how are you feeling right now? Are you eager to go there? What is this sensation? Because like it's great because you are communicating English, so you won't have any problems there, like to communicate like with people there.
Do you think so, man? I don't know, man.
Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I know people who like were in the beginning of their English journey, and they, you know what? I'm gonna go to England, to the US. Let's try. And then like their English like got amazing, in a short time. It's good. And
uh,
you already know how to communicate in English. Like you definitely know how to order food, like and things like that, and the
yeah,
basic things. Yeah.
yeah. I think I can do this, man.
Yeah, of course you can, like, yeah. And for example, based on what we have been talking like so far, like it's great. Like the sentences that you use, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, your English has been getting great, yeah. And what like besides watching TV shows and movies, do you usually have some methods to get better? Like, I don't know, do you take notes or something? Do you have a strategy or something?
I use the flashcards every day. I use the app. The application is
Anki?
Enki. Yes,
Yeah,
Enki.
yeah. It's a very common one.
I love it to this app, and I before I like it to study with audio, a book with audio. You know,
Ah, yeah, I like an audiobook, yeah.
audiobook. Yes, but nowadays haven't been using these apps because I want to have to uh, how I say, because it's not a usual conversation.
I got it. Like you don't want to be like in an environment that it looks like a teaching environment. You want really to enjoy the language, to live the language.
Yes,
Uh,
and the
all right.
vocabulary that I learned is not in. I couldn't imagine I'm using this vocabulary in a conversation.
Yeah, yeah. It's a problem that it happens a lot, right? When we are studying, because sometimes they use a lot of words that native speakers never use, right? It's complicated. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, the best way is to be exposed to like native content, right? Such as interviews, movies, TV shows. Yeah,
Yes, and
yeah.
a few weeks ago I started to watching some reality shows like no Casamento às Cegas. Do you know this?
Ah, yeah, Love is Blind, right? Love is
Love is
Blind in
Blind. Yeah,
English.
Love is Blinding.
Yeah,
Perfect.
man,
And
I have watched 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's pretty
yes,
good. Yeah, it's pretty
it's
good.
also to practice English, man, because it's a real conversation. And I love to watch this. I don't like the series, but it's good to practice.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because, like you said, like it's real English. Like the Love is Blind, the first season. I don't know if you remember. There was that guy, like I think a couple they fought that right during the show, right? When they went to the
Uh,
resort, like they fought, and you could see like the words that they were using,
uh-huh.
and like yeah, so you are exposed to the real life. yeah, it's like a way of trying to live like the culture without being there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. This is
yeah,
the will never be a experience, a real experience. Cambly, it's not.
yeah,
It will not
yeah,
be real,
exactly.
but it's close.
Yeah, it's close, exactly. We try to simulate like as much as we can, right? And
Yes.
and that's what I do. Like Paulo, in my case, I try to watch a lot of things in English. I love animes, like a bunch of TV shows. Man, I have watched many TV shows. The main ones, like for example, Friends, The Big
Ah.
Bang Theory, Everybody Hates Chris,
Mm-hmm.
uh, How I Met Your Mother, like a lot of TV shows. What about you? Like, how many TV shows have you watched so far in English?
Oh, many. I like to watch the How I Met Your Mother too. I don't like really Friends. I don't know why. But I like How I Met Your Mother, and I like to watch the no the Nickelodeon series like
Ah,
iCarly,
Carly,
uh,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Victorious. There are some TV shows on Netflix because it's really easy to understand. Man. I
And it
can.
and
It's
and
good.
it's like it's the language that a lot of like adolescents, teenagers they use on a daily basis, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly. I think it's no, the sentences are simple, so I can understand almost everything without subtitles. So I feel good. I don't like of course, I don't like to watch the series, but to practice is really good.
Yeah, like it's interesting because yeah, there are a lot of TV shows that are not enjoying so much, but we keep like watching to the end because of English, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, like I love animes, and right now I have
Mm-hmm.
been watching Naruto in English. Do you like it?
Ah,
Do you like animes?
no, very much, man.
Not really. Okay,
Not really.
yeah. Yeah, so, and for example, it's good until a certain episode. After that, because I watched like in the past when I was a kid, and I like until this episode. After that, I wanted to skip, these episodes and go
Ah.
to the next season. But I said, no, let's keep going because they're speaking in English, so I can keep practicing. Yeah, so that's the way, right? Keep like just being exposed to the language.
And a question for you, man, because I
Go
really love
ahead.
to talk, alone by myself. I really do this really often, and I think it's amazing method to
Okay.
learn.
Yeah,
Do you
definitely.
do this? Talk
Yes, I
like.
do. Yes, I do. I do this on like sometimes like when I was right now I'm married, so I don't live with my mother anymore. But in the past, when I was living with my parents, like they had, oh, I think Rich is crazy. Like, what is he doing? Because like it's the only way we can practice our English, especially because I could notice all something when we are speaking on Cambly, when we're speaking with people we use a certain vocabulary, like we talk about
Mm-hmm.
our lives, what we want to do, where we want to travel. But I was feeling like a lack of words when it comes to real life. Oh, let's brush my teeth. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom. Well, oh, let's make
Ah,
lunch. So these day-to-day vocabulary, I felt that I was lacking it. So I said, okay, let's practice it by myself. And then that's basically it. And but I
ah.
do that. I do that. It's very important. I recommend everybody, to do this.
Awesome. Man,
Yeah.
was a good tip because I talk by myself, but I simulate a conversation, and I didn't thought about I didn't think about, oh, I need to imagine you in a situation. Oh, I need to brush my teeth. I never did that.
Exactly. When we are thinking aloud, like when we are sometimes
Uh-huh.
thinking about something and we end up speaking, it's the same thing. For example, oh, let's go to the bathroom. I'm gonna brush my teeth. Okay, after that, oh, I have that test to take, and after that, I need to go to the supermarket. Oh, what I need to buy? I need to buy this, that. Like it's like I'm talking to someone. Yeah, it's something very important. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's true, man.
Yeah, it's a very good thing. Yeah, like it looks like you're having a conversation with someone. Yeah, it's a very good practice. And
Ah.
Yeah. And do you have like friends that you can speak like in person who also speak English?
Uh, I have some friends, but I didn't practice with them until now, man. I try,
Uh,
let's chat in English one day, but it's just this, let's chat one day, yes, yes. And now
yeah.
I don't need anymore, But so.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, could you tell like Paula that in the beginning, it looks like we're so shy like to speak, right? Okay, we study English, we like to try, but a lot of people like they feel like that. They study English, but they are afraid of speaking. Yeah.
Mm,
It's something that yeah, it's so common. It's so common. So after you can go through this barrier, of like being shy, like your English like gets much better in no time. Yeah.
ah,
Yeah. But I was like that in the beginning, like, oh, I don't want to speak like with anyone, like I'm nervous. What if I make a mistake? It's normal. Like everybody feels like that. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Hey, and I don't know. I have a friend that have a really good English, but I talked with her once in English, but I don't want to be, the guy who, like, this guy always send me message to book a conversation with me, this.
I see.
I don't like to boring people,
Ah, I see. Like to bother people. Ah, I
Bother
understand.
people, yes, bother people.
Yeah. Yeah, to bother people. Yeah. Yeah, but what do you think like about one day like starting like having your own business like in terms of talking to people in English? Do you think like about that?
Yes, I think I think he will be really good, man. I think I will be happy doing this. I love to have these conversations. I love to talk with people, and I know how English changed my life. In many areas, and I can imagine. But the life is a mystery.
Exactly, life is a mystery. Exactly. Like sometimes, like we want to plan, but life changes its course, right? So, and I was going to tell you, for example, sometimes we are not planning to do this, but then, oh, okay, let's get started. Then we start doing this. Yeah. And but in the beginning, I was going to tell you, like, I started teaching like for free. I started with my cousins. Like I had a bunch of
Ah,
cousins who wanted to learn English, and they said, "Oh, Richie, oh, you know how to speak English? I watch your videos. Can you help me please learn the language?" And I said, "Okay, let's do this." And they said, "Oh, like let's get started like tonight." And then I tried to find materials online. And it's very hard, like to find a good material, to have like a sequence. But right now, like, well, I'm creating my own. I have been creating my own material in English, and it's a great process. All right,
all
very
right, man.
well. Thanks so much, Paulo, for this incredible conversation. I loved it. It was really cool. So see you next week. Okay, next week we have like another conversation. All right.
Okay, perfect, Richard. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thanks so much. Take care. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye bye.